The NBA is going crazy as the New York Knicks seem to be front runners in the chances of landing Donovan Mitchell from the Utah Jazz. We're going to talk about it, what it would mean for the Knicks, what it would mean for the Jazz, and what it would mean for the NBA. Because New York, they're itching for another superstar. Let's talk about it after the bumper. What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? My name is JeffLightsyJr. here with the Black Boss Channel, Victory Formation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and notification bell as we upload every single day. Now, the New York Knicks seem to be the front runners to land three-time All-Star Donovan Mitchell, as it was reported by ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski that the Utah Jazz are now willing to trade Donovan Mitchell. They're willing to listen to offers. They're willing to listen to offers for Donovan Mitchell, their three-time All-Star, a guy who has averaged, excuse me, who has averaged over 20 points per game throughout the entire of his career. He's a 24 point per game scorer over the course of his career, including, like I said, it's a 5-year career that he's never averaged under 20 points per game. Three-time All-Star out of University of Louisville, of course. Shout out to the Cards. And now Utah is listening to trades for the guard for Donovan, and the Knicks seem to be at the forefront of the discussion because Donovan is from the state of New York. His dad currently works for the New York Mets. Donovan has a home in New York City during the off season. He trains with Chris Brickley up there in New York City. And everything points at New York, just like how everything pointed for the Knicks, pointed in the direction of the Knicks with Jalen Brunson. Now it's doing the same thing with Donovan Mitchell. It's just that Donovan Mitchell is worth the price of admission to get a player of his caliber. Like I said, a guy who is a career average 24 points per game, a guy in 5 years in the league has never averaged under 20 points per game, a guy who's one of only so many players whose first 5 seasons in the NBA averaged 20 or more points. Like him, it's like Iverson, and that's about it. It ain't too many other folks, but the first 5 years of their career. Donovan's that type of dude, and this would be beautiful. Now, the question is, would the Knicks be over the top? Would the Knicks be Eastern Conference contenders? Would the Knicks really make a lot of noise in the East? I don't know. If your backcourt is Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson, two miniature guards, tiny guards. Like, Donovan's explosive. He plays above the rim, but he's still very, very small. Now, Jalen Brunson doesn't play above the rim, but he's got a nasty handle. He's got a nasty handle. He can get to the bucket whenever he wants, a left-hand finisher, all of that good stuff. You still have Julius Randle, who, when he wants to play and when he's not throwing an attitude or whatever, is still a highly effective player. And then you have RJ Barrett, who for the first time in his career averaged over 20 points per game last season. So you have a nucleus that could make some noise. You have a nucleus that could continue to grow together, or you have a nucleus and now pieces that would be worth, or that could possibly in the future, now granted this is in the future, that you could trade to try to make something happen. Now, first we have to see, and if the trade goes down, you have to see if the trade goes down. And if and when the trade does go down, say if it goes down, what they gave up to get Donovan. Because, Donovan ain't cheap. And the Utah Jazz is ran by Danny Ainge, and Danny Ainge knows how to drive up a bargain. Danny Ainge loves getting draft picks, and Danny Ainge loves getting hell of a hauls for his really good players. He just got 5 players and 4 first-round picks for Rudy Gobert, and Rudy Gobert, to most people's opinion, is the second best player on the Utah Jazz. And so if Donovan's the first, you know what I'm saying, he's going to want a haul. He also, years ago, Danny Ainge orchestrated the trade between the Boston Celtics and the Brooklyn Nets. They got the Boston Celtics Jason Tatum and got them Jaylen Brown and got them all those picks for all those years, and really catapulted them into the NBA Finals right now. It took years to happen, but they ended up getting there. And they have a young core nucleus between Brown, Tatum, and Marcus Smart that now will be able to contend in the Eastern Conference. The same teams that the Knicks, or the same Boston Celtics that the Knicks will look to overcome if they're able to land Donovan Mitchell. Along with Miami, they would have to overcome. Along with Philadelphia, along with Milwaukee and Giannis, who ain't going nowhere and ain't doing nothing but dropping 30 and 14 on your head every single night. And then whatever happens in Brooklyn, whatever the hell happens there. So there's a lot of teams still in the Eastern Conference that'll be really, really formidable teams. But if the Knicks are able to land Donovan Mitchell, he is going to bring excitement. Fans, Knicks sell out every game anyway, even when they're terrible. They go 20 and 62, and they still sell out every single game in Madison Square Garden. That's why they're the premier team in New York and not Brooklyn. Even when Brooklyn had KD and Kyrie, they couldn't even sell out Barclays every single night. But regardless, the thing is, the Knicks are the premier team, and you're bringing in a premier player. You're bringing in a player fans would love to pay the price of admission to go see. You're bringing in a player that's going to drop 30 in the Garden some nights, 40 in the Garden some nights, might even put up a 50 burger in the Garden some nights. And he's from New York, and he wants to be there. You get what I'm saying? He has a home there already. He wants to be there. He's a guy that if I'm getting out of Utah, I want to go play in the biggest and brightest of stages. And a guy that is humble, a guy that is a great person in Donovan Mitchell. I think it's a match made in heaven. Does it put them over the top, and does it make them better than Miami or the Sixers or Milwaukee or whoever, Brooklyn? I don't know, but it's a feel-good story, and it's a homecoming that a lot of people would like to see, including myself. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. James Dolan needs a win, man. James Dolan, Leon Rose, they need a win. They need to make this happen ASAP. Let me know your thoughts on Donovan Mitchell to the Knicks. Should it happen? Will it happen? I think it should. I think it will. We'll have to wait and see. Once again, my name is JeffLightsYJr with the Black Boss channel and Victor Formation. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to the Black Boss channel. We're over 70,000 subscribers, so continue to subscribe. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JLightsy7. That is on Instagram and Twitter at JLightsy7. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that thumbs up button on your way out, and I'll see you next time. Peace.